And all aboard. Welcome back. Welcome aboard. Especially welcome aboard to all you new subscribers. Yes, I am noticing I'm getting new subscribers. Hope that you're finding the gaming here to be to your tastes and informative when I do something stupid so that you can see why not to do that. Kind of laying in a new section here in Murray of residential. And Murray has an area, a couple of them, that date back to Geneva Steel days. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Smaller homes, smaller lots, smaller blocks in the company part of town. That's kind of what I'm laying in here right there. Is that company part of town. And that'll get us a lot of workers and low-income housing going. Sorry about the delays here. Alright, so we got just this little bit of stretch left on my version of the Jordan River in the two-channel portion. This here is going to become a separate stream, and then this will widen out at a spot where I'm going to take off a bunch of canals at. Just a little bit upstream here. Sorry for all the sudden gaps. That's me trying not to have the sneezes come through. Little park area here that I'm going to put in. Do a little road down and make a little riverside park. I am going to take and do one thing though and make a secondary channel. There we go. Little rivers area, and then over to a little rail fan spot where we're going to build a little observation deck type thing here. We're going to get to work on that right now. Miss my park paths. I'm going to have to go see if I got them somewhere. I think that's what I'm going to do is wait for the park paths, but I think I have the observation tower. Oh, we got the ranger station. That works great for that. Little plaza thing. And then we do a little road here. Make it do this, and that's the walkway up, and then there's like a whole area here where we got a park for everybody else and the ranger station for the guys doing the rail fanning. How does that sound, guys? And do just a tad bit of leveling right there so that we can do this and make this little stream. There we go. Extend our road straight into that. This becomes a little cul-de-sac in which the parking areas will be off of. Let's go ahead and fix the creek first. There we go. Looks pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, now just a couple of little things. Straight section of canal there. Get our 3 longs. There we go. And where it is, our version of the Jordan River. Except I'm going to do a couple little changes. Minor little things. To make it a little bit neater. There we go. How's that? Most of those islands don't have bridges out to them. So I'm kind of bending the rules here by making these islands and having bridges out to them to make them into a wilderness park that people can explore in. Put a bunch of juniper in here. Along the edge, some junipers. Maybe not a ponderosa, but some spruce. Just for some contrast in spots. Then we'll come back down here to the road and figure things out. Can't put any trees in that. See if game trees will go in there. Sometimes the game trees will when nothing else will. No. Some oak. Go back down and grab find my favorite. There we go. Some junipers, just to give it some contrast in there. And then, like I said, we were going to make a little stream that's going to flow over to here and come up here. And then it's actually going to be tapped right in here by an irrigation canal that I'm going to run along this sort of bench area right here. Tap him right about there, both ways. So that's looking pretty good. I'd say this is looking really good, guys. This version isn't perfect. It isn't what's in reality, but it's my version. And that's what I'm after, is my version. Not necessarily the version that everybody else wants. Alright, so we added a little business area there, taking support this. And then we need to add in some industry. I'm going to put a little industrial zone right over here. Do a road behind like this. Actually just connect them in like that. And a little bit more industry right along there where that farm used to be. And you do get some wonky areas where there's industry right up against housing in Murray. So my version may not be perfect, may not be what everybody sees, but it's what I got. It's my version. My channels, my routing of the waterways, my roads, my transit, which I don't think they'd have had the mass transit system I'm envisioning. We got a nice little setup here. I had long planned on doing a park. Where's that area at? Right in here. There we go. This is going to be a little higher density residential right here. We're going to get one of the regular stations for down the road to go into there. Some low density. Not much, just enough. we go. All right. 15 minutes in. What can I do next? Well, some trees. Why trees? Trees cut pollution. And they also increase the amount of money I can get for the properties. And they're cheaper long term than a park. That's why I'm making so many of these wilderness style parks along the river, so that I don't have to fill in as much as I did down here at our rail fan spot. You know, I am going to do the rail fan parking before we go on to our next episode. Again, hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're a new subscriber or a new viewer, welcome aboard. Hope you come back if you become a regular, hopefully. Not making many promises. I do have a tentative schedule for next week. Friday is an open game. Leave a suggestion down below. Options I have for certain are Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, some more SimCity4, either Salt Lake City here in this map that we're playing on now, or a different map. And we also have Factorio, which I'd run one on before. Didn't know if anybody would want to see it further or not. So that's why I haven't really seen. There we go. That's a nice little setup. Give everybody a turnaround point right there. Here we go. That's a nice little setup right there. Some parking for the park area that we're building. Some of it will have playground areas, some won't. We'll see what we can do. See what sort of a park we're going to build here. Hey, I'm Kelly Jack. We finished the Jordan River through Murray. So upstream we've gone. And now downstream it's just out to the lake from pretty much the North Salt Lake border left to take and do. It kind of disappears into a swamp out there, so we'll be creating a swamp in the farmland. And that's going to make things a lot different. So, give a sound off in the comments below which game you'd like to see on next Friday. Open TTDs in there too. Yep. I'll go back and give it another try or extend out that session I was doing, if that's what you guys would like to see me do one day of. Not going to do it as regular as everybody else. Hey, so thanks for watching, and folks, definitely have a better day than I'm having, because I'm having to move furniture with a bad knee. And by move furniture, I mean rearrange the living room. New furniture coming in.